I need this. My buddy like filled his gym up with you. Like, I know your thing works. Like, I just need, please, like, help me. And so we heated and hawed. And then finally I was like, all right, man, listen, I'll show you what to do. I was like, but I'm not flying out there to save your ass if you can't close. And he was like, no, that's fine. That's fine. And he was like, well, how much? And that was like the magic moment where I was like, and so just to show you where I was at the time, I picked the highest number I could think of with the intention of getting him to say no, because I didn't want to do it. And so I said $6,000. And he was like, done. And I was like, I just remember looking at the phone and being like, holy shit, $6,000. And so I hung up the phone, and then I called the next guy who I was supposed to cancel on, same spiel. And he was like, how much? And I was like, $8,000. And he was like,
and what are you giving these guys? So that you're giving them a playbook to sell in their market, which included what? What did they do?
But you probably actually didn't even know what you were going to give them.
Well, so we had already had the entire front end process was super, super lubricated. So like, these are the ads, these are the pages, here's how you place them, here's the targeting. Once they come in, these are the 5 texts that you send, here's how the reminder sequence works. Once they walk in the door, here's how you set up your lobby, here's where you need to sit.
That's the stuff that a gym owner would send to a client who wants to get trained.
So it's not a course. It's also not like EOS. It's not like a back-end operations thing. It's like a marketing machine. You'd basically license.
I licensed the acquisition. So we were the ads. Yeah. So it was ads that I was in because I was like, these ones work. So I would run these ads that I had written to pages that I had built. And so what I was doing is,
but on their URL, you basically you were a services business.
Yes, 100%. We're a services business, and the training component was like, okay, well, how do you sell? So instead of getting one-on-one, I was like, and so what I did was I actually gave them my internal sales training. So it was this thing that I put my guys through, and like it's kind of interesting because I fell into this where I think a lot of the e-learning space try and create stuff to have stuff rather than creating as short of a time commitment to get someone from point A to point B, which is I needed to get a guy in who used to be selling shape mix from MLM and get him to close $500 deals day one with 2 hours of training. And so that training is what I gave to them. So I already had everything. I just didn't have the marketing part. So all I did was I built the marketing part over the weekend because I already had the ads. I didn't make a training for it, but the training for like, how do you weigh them in? How do you do the food stuff? How do you like all that stuff I already made because I had to do that during the gym rescue side. So I literally just added in how to run the ads, and then the whole product was there. And we helped them implement the acquisition system within the business. And the average gym collected $30,000 in additional cash in the first 30 days. So we would do 100, but them not being as good as us still did $30,000 in additional cash in the first 30 days. And so the price point for the system was 16 grand. So they were stoked. And then at that point, we signed 3-year licensing agreements for $42,000 a year. So they were like, "What else do you have?" And what happened? And what break their gym because all of a sudden they go from 100 members to 250 in 2 months, and be like, "How do I hire trainers? How do I scale a sales team? How do I, be like?" And then all of the other problems emerged, and we already had done this because I had 6 gyms. So I was like, "Here's my ads for trainers. Here's how I train them. Here's how we set up the classes to maximize square footage. Here's how we do the ascensions into semi-privates. And so we just did the whole thing."
What could I Google to see one of these gyms? I want to see like, did you do that? I know you use ClickFunnels. I think I could tell by the favicon because I like ClickFunnels too. But can I Google something to see one of your clients, one of your students? I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, you can.
One of their gyms.
All look different because they don't take my brand.